MMA Pros Picks is sponsored by the Mad Lab, MMA.com. Full breakdowns, DFS, wagers, projections, podcasts, and live streams for every single card. Use the promo code MADLYNCH for 40% off your first month.
I didn't really see it because I don't pay attention to losers, James. You got two guys that are just complete bums. You got Edward Scissorhands, who's coming off a DQ loss for poking the guy in the eye like 3 or 4 times. And, he was warned multiple times by Herb D in the back. So, I don't talk about losers. And Nate Diaz, he's coming off like a couple losses in a row. What is he, a 50-50 journeyman fighter? So that soy boy, he's just looking for a cash grab. He's done. He's washed up too. So he's going to get one more cash grab, and we'll never hear of Nate Diaz ever again.
I think Leon Edwards is definitely the more skilled fighter, but Diaz is that gamer. He can pull wins out of nowhere, and I'm going to go with Leon Edwards. He doesn't seem to make a whole lot of mistakes. I don't think he's going to get tired during the fight. And probably piece Nate Diaz up, to be honest.
Diaz. I got Diaz all the way.
I got Leon Edwards. I think Nate's just taking off too much time. He's a tough dude, but we saw what Masvidal did to him, and some people are just going to be a fighter's fighter, and they're going to always think like you should just get up and just continue to fight no matter what. It's not a street fight. If it was a street fight, guess what? I gotta figure out a way to get up off the canvas and fight, So it's a little bit different, There's rules for a reason. But again, I have no ill will to him in him saying that. But I do think Leon Edwards is the fresher fighter, and I do think his skill set is going to be a little bit too much for Nate Diaz. He doesn't have the wrestling pedigree to take a guy down like Edwards and to utilize that grappling. And I don't think Edwards doesn't typically get tired. At least I haven't seen it. He's been away for so long, so he looks sharp in that fight with Bilal until the eye poke. But Bilal usually comes on stronger later in the fight, so that would have been interesting to see how that went. But I think this is Edwards' time to shine and get a big-name fight and solidify that he should be fighting next for a title.
Yeah, man, I love the Diaz brothers, but I got to go with Leon Edwards on this one. I feel he's probably the most underrated guy in the UFC. Everybody looks past him. I feel like he takes that fight and should be fighting Usman soon. I feel, in my opinion, he's probably the most one of the most deserving guys in the division and poses a big threat to Usman, in my opinion.
Oh, Leon, for sure. Leon's on I love to see him get a title fight after this Jorge Masvidal fight, but we'll see what happens, but Leon Edwards is legit.
Leon Edwards is going to fucking destroy Nate Diaz. And it's not that Nate isn't capable of being great, but man, Leon Edwards, before all the stuff happened against Belal, dude, Leon looked like a power threat in that division. His movement, boy, oh boy, Belal didn't know what was going on in that fight. Belal just had no answer for it. But yeah, I got Leon on that.
Leon, that's gonna be a nasty fight. I'm looking forward to that one. That's 50-50. They has been in there for a while. Leon been on the bench for a while. He had that little hiccup back with Muhammad, but you can tell they both hungry and they like to fight. So we're gonna see.
Man, I think I got Diaz on that one. Yeah.
Say Leon Edwards. I feel like Leon has the style to go in and just make it, like, if he wanted to, go in there, make it boring, and just lay on him and take the fight.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.